Welcome back, everyone. I am Jake Lagater. I'm in Gettysburg. It's pretty sunny. The lighting's going to be all messed up. We're going to ask some people how they feel about animals. I have some of these Peter flyers I think I'm going to give out. I do have some cards as well. I might just give out the cards instead. Oh, they're in here. Let's see who's here first. What's up, Fly? You're first here. Here. Neil second. Oh yeah, let me plug my mic in. That should help a little. How you doing? Angela's live too. Nice. Cool. Let me see where I can stand. How y'all doing? Can I ask you a few questions? All right. You guys can hear me okay? Make sure my audio is working okay. So I could stand like here. There. What's up, Mason? Do it with my tablet. I don't know if it's going to be the best day to be able to see. Let me move this down here too. Audio good. It might be a little bit better since it's not right next to my mouth. What is that? Emergency vehicle. Rush 1. I've never seen that emergency vehicle before. How's everybody doing today? I was here for a few minutes getting set up. I saw a couple of feed trucks go through the circle already. USA. How y'all doing? Can I ask you a few questions? Have a good day. How you doing?
Good.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Not now. I've run out of time. Okay.
All right. Have a good day. Do you think because it's so hot out today, people won't want to stop? It's not too bad over here in the shade. Probably only be here for like an hour. decent stuff. More setting up. Seems to be a decent amount of people here. I don't know what all this is. They just put like these blocks here. It's like fake stones. That's what it looks like. There's like this little. It's like a little deck. They do like events here. They'll have like bands here playing music, stuff like that. But they didn't have this wall here before. It was like a wood. Wasn't it like a wood railing? It looks cool on the inside, but the outside's just like these concrete blocks. Didn't I just ask them? I don't know. I mean, can't you see all the flags here? They just put all these other flagpoles up. It used to be just the one flag, and now there's like 50 of them. I think somebody said it's supposed to be the 13 colonies, like all their flags around the U.S. flag, and then all the smaller red ones on the outside are like the 250-year anniversary flags. What's up, Jason? It always seems to happen. There's like a lot of people walking by until I start my stream, and then it like kind of chills out. I could probably should have set up somewhere else where the lighting would be better. I like that guy's shirt that said "Religion is poison." What's up, vegan engineer? It's a cool scooter. How you doing? What's up, Martin? Just got set up here in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Trying to have a few conversations about animals. I saw a post on Facebook. Somebody has a dog, and this lady has a dog, and her boyfriend got a job at a slaughterhouse. So he's inside where they're killing animals, and he's been coming home, and their dog just like freaks out. The dog's having all these kinds of issues now. Scared of people, super high anxiety, like won't go in or outside or whatever. You know the dog can just smell what's going on. Like, dogs have such a good sense of smell. It's like a person reading a book. Like, they know everything. They can tell if, just from smelling a scent, if that animal that they're smelling was stressed or anything like that. Like, they know exactly what that they can tell exactly what that animal was feeling. So that dog is just smelling and feeling how those animals felt in that slaughterhouse before they were being killed. I can't imagine that. How you doing, ma'am? Can I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Have a good day. Really sad. I feel like that's like psychologically abusing that dog. Sounds like her boyfriend either needs to get another job or she needs to get another boyfriend. Take care of that dog. What's up, Brett? How are you doing? Today would have been a good day to get some waters and hand some waters out. I think there's a piss bottle here in the grass. Don't give that out. There's a big feed truck going by. I have water for myself, but Martin, it's your birthday? That's cool. My birthday's in a couple weeks. My sister is pregnant. She's supposed to have her baby soon. She might happen to have her baby on my birthday. We might share birthdays. That would be cool. Nutrify. Does that have something to do with Animal Ag? The Wenger Group, I think that's the feed company. One of the feed companies around here. There were a couple of dogs in the square earlier when I went by. Big German Shepherd, but he was gone. And when I came back around, he was gone. These guys look too young. Probably should have asked them anyway. I don't know. Some people coming this way. How you doing? Can I ask you a few questions? Yeah. How do you guys feel about animals? Is that all right?
Yeah.
You guys have any pets?
Cats.
You got cats? Yeah. I think cats are my favorite. I think I'm more of a cat person than a dog person. You would agree that our cats can feel emotions?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think that they have their own like personalities, their own experiences?
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Have you had more than one cat before?
Yeah.
You got a bunch of them? So like you would agree they're different, right? They're not
Yeah.
all the same. Kind of like us, like we're all different. So how do you feel about animals that we farm? Cows, pigs, ducks, chickens.
Eat them.
Why do you treat them that way?
What they was made for.
That's what they were made for. Do you think that they have their own emotions and they have their own experiences? Have you ever thought about not treating them like that? Like, why do we treat our cats like part of the family, and then we treat these other animals that are pretty similar
Well,
differently?
I just believe in meat. Pigs, cows, deer.
You ever seen some of the stuff that those animals go through?
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, what makes it okay to do this? But
God said that they
because of God, I'm pretty sure God said we should take care of animals.
We tend to disagree right now.
God didn't say take care of animals.
He said we did, give us the dominion.
We have dominion over them. That could just mean take care of them, right? Not necessarily eat them.
You take care of them.
No, I'm not going to shake your hand. I don't agree with the way that you treat animals.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, sure.
All animals out here have the freedom to move about, basically, right?
Not the farmed animals.
What about the plants?
What about plants? They don't have an experience of life like animals do.
Are you sure?
Well,
Do you know that
yeah,
different things bloom differently, different seasons? They
Yeah.
know what seasons things are.
Yeah.
They have as much feeling. We just don't know their communication for the feeling.
We know
as
there's a
animals
difference.
do, and they have no ability to move away from you.
It comes from
afternoon.
having a brain. Animals have a brain like your cat. You'd agree there's a difference between cutting your cat's throat and chopping up a carrot, right? She was triggered. She had tiny ass little pupils staring at me with his like beady little eyes. She was scary. Yeah, I could tell that wasn't really going to go anywhere when I started talking to him, unfortunately. Another person that said God put animals here for us to eat them. Yikes. That's such a scary thing. And vegans are weird, yeah. She was like totally checked out of the whole conversation until the very end, she turned around and she was like, "What about the plants?" Like trying to do like a gotcha moment. What about the plants? Like, plants don't have a brain, and maybe she doesn't either. Basic. That's another feed truck. Taking all our food, giving it to the animals. What's up, Anna? Yeah, I just had I wonder where those people were from. Maybe I should ask people where they're from. He was like, "Yeah, I've seen it." When I asked if he's seen any footage of the animals and there's situations, he was like, "Yeah," and it was the baby pigs laying all on the floor. How y'all doing? Can I ask you a few questions? So I got my compassion or violence sign over here. People are reading that as they walk by. I got my tablet. I have some cards to pass out. How you doing? She's got a dog on her shirt. Can I ask you a few questions about animals? Do you like animals? I saw the dog on your shirt. Yeah. Yeah, me too. So would you agree that our dogs have their own emotions and personalities? What do you think about animals that we farm? Do you think they have their own emotions and personalities?
I'm sure they do,
Yeah. You ever think about the difference in the way we treat them, from our pets to like the farm animals?
I never really thought about it. I don't know much about farms.
Yeah. So I was like that too for a long time until I looked into it more and I saw some of this stuff with how they're treated. And I thought to myself, if I had to take the life of an animal, and I have another option to not take the life of the animal, then I wouldn't be able to do it myself.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of agree with that?
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't kill an animal yourself, would you?
No.
Are you vegan?
No, I
Right. So, would you want to learn a little bit more about veganism and not eating animals, not using them, not viewing them as objects?
not at this time. We're gonna go to the car when I have home. But thank you for
Yeah.
your time.
All right. Give it some thought. Yep. Really quiet talkers. They were both really quiet talkers. Probably do need a better microphone now. I mean, this wasn't a cheap microphone, so it's kind of a shitty that people complain about it. I can turn the volume up. Yeah, they were both really quiet talkers. How you guys doing? Can I ask you a few questions? Can I ask you a few questions? When people talk quiet, I try to kind of repeat what they're saying, so you guys, if you guys can't hear them, you can at least kind of hear what we're talking about. How you guys doing? Can I ask you a few questions?
We gotta keep going.
Have a good day. How you guys doing? Can I ask you a few questions? Have a good day. How you doing? Can I ask you a few questions? They look too young. The person had a paw print on their leg. I don't know if you could see that. You can probably see that right when they walk by. Didn't look like a tattoo though. I guess they just drew it on their leg. I've talked to a few people that had paw print tattoos. If you have a tattoo of a paw print, then you probably really, I would think have positive thoughts about animals in general, or just had a close relationship with a certain animal. My ex actually used to have, she has a paw print tattoo on her foot, and then she had it for years. When she got it from her dog, passing away, her dog died, and she had an ink paw print of her dog's foot. She got it tattooed on her foot, and I thought it was really cool. And then I did the same thing when Pickles died. I got his paw print tattooed on my arm, so I have a paw print tattoo on my arm. You see how white I am? The difference, my arm color, I've been getting cooked in the sun the past week. So bad. I should probably be wearing long sleeves when I'm out walking dogs in the sun. I try to not stay in the sun, but it's like impossible in some spots. Yeah, I'm out here in Gettysburg bothering people on the street. How you guys doing? Can I ask you a few questions? Have a good day. Look at these chickens. Just like being free-range chickens, just all crammed in this little area. Well, I mean, it's a big area. There's so many chickens. They only have like this much room to move around. Can't even open their wings up. They're just like bumping into each other. It's pretty fucked up. Are you vegan now?
What's that?
Are you vegan now? We talked before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't eat much.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, you've given it some thought?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I share another resource with you? I don't think I had this last time. That website at the top.
Okay.
It's a new thing. It's a daily challenge. You go to the site like every day and you read a new like paragraph and
Okay.
answer a question.
All right. I'll do
Yeah.
it.
Thanks. I always like seeing people that I've talked to before. Hopefully he looks into that. I just gave him Animal Justice 21. If you guys are vegan curious, go to Animal Justice 21. Do the daily challenge. Tad's been doing a lot of it recently. He's been posting his public reflections. So if you want to go see some of the answers from other vegans, there's some shared answers on the site there. You can do it privately, answer the questions privately if you want. Can I ask you a few questions?
Maybe on the way back, maybe.
All right, have a good day. I don't think they're coming back. I said on the way back. One guy said tomorrow. I think people say that because they know they're not going to be here tomorrow, or they expect me to not be here. Would I be able to ask you a few questions? All right, have a good day. Guys wearing flip-flops and socks. My food poops on your food? That's gross. Well, I mean, I don't think animals poop on plants very often. It's normally humans that take poop and put it on the plants. What animals do shit on are the other animals when they're going to the slaughterhouse and when they're living in really close, confined areas. So, if you mean your food by like animals, when you say my food, you're talking about animals. Well, the animals that you eat are shitting on each other. So, yeah, there's that. Flip-flops with socks, yeah. When was the last time an animal pooped on a banana? Yeah. Every single time I go to the slaughterhouse, I see the turkeys shitting on each other. They literally just shit on each other while they're waiting to go in there. It's horrible. And then that one that was like hurt really bad and was just bleeding out was literally just laying in a puddle of blood and shit. It was so sad. Oh, there's a puppy over there. It's a little puppy. Thanks for all the hearts. Yeah, people think that pigs are dirty, but they're actually not. They think they're dirty. I think people think pigs are dirty because they like to roll around in the mud. But it's the same thing with mice and like rats. People think they're like gross animals, and they're not. They're like really. Oh, that bird was flying right at me. They're like really pretty clean and really cool little creatures. Can I ask you guys a few questions? Have a good day. Should probably turn this a little bit. Maybe. So that's the Hotel Gettysburg in the background, if you were wondering what it is. Hotel Gettysburg. And in the back is the theater, Majestic Theater. And then they have a restaurant on that side. You can get some plant-based burgers there. They're okay. I really want to go down to the other place down the street. Has like multiple vegan options on their menu. They don't open until 5, and I normally leave at 4. So I'll have to go there on a different day when I come up here. Yeah, Neil. Dogs are pretty gross. Dogs are so gross, especially the puppies. It's so hard to keep them clean. You can't keep them clean. Like, I can clean their areas twice a day, throw them in the bath for a few minutes, and they'll literally shit and step all in it, throw it all over the place, like right after. It's pretty bad. How you doing? Can I ask you a few questions? No. Have a good day. He was trying to see what it was on my tablet. I think he could see it. So we're in the shade now. Look at that truck over there. That's a feed truck. On the back, it's got a pig, a chick, like a little chick, like a medium-sized chick, and then a chicken, like a big chicken at the end. And they're in a nice green field, and they got a nice looking, like, red, big old, like, red barn in the background, like a little family-owned farm kind of setup. But they literally supply feed to factory farms, all the factory farms around here. Not many little farms with green grass like that. Can I ask you guys some questions? Have a good day. I can't tell what's on his shirt. It looks like some cows. Looks like he had cows on his shirt. You're gonna be with Vegan Future. What's her name? It's you're talking about. Are you talking about the lady that's with Chip sometimes? I forget her name. Or Lobo. Chip and Lobo do the alien thing. That's pretty funny. Gets people to stop, gets people to think. Nick's gonna be the human hot dog. Yeah, I like how she's always giving Chip shit. It's kind of funny. Oh, look, there's a transport trailer. They got a bunch of horses in there. They're probably going from the battlefield. The battlefields are down that way. And I think one of the farms where they care for the horses is up that way. I think that's what that was. Multitasking is unacceptable. Little dog barking.
But like, keep going. Keep going. You don't want to wait for me. I'm not. I just said we were waiting. No, you had a problem. You didn't want to wait for me. Yeah, I was already.
I don't know what that was. Probably should have asked them. They were kind of looking over at me. I don't know what those guys are. I should have been like, fight. No, he was mad at the other guy that walked by. I don't know what was going on. They didn't wait for him or something. He was doing something, I guess. And they left, walked away from him, so he was like mad. Thanks, Coops. Yeah, I'm gonna make I might do like a short video about it. My dad was telling me about this story he heard about some horses that they were at like some event, some like horse event, you know, which already has its own problems. But somebody was, how you doing? Could I ask you a few questions? How do you feel about animals?
I have 3 cats.
You got 3 cats? Yeah, cool, me too. You would agree that our cats have their own personalities and they have their own emotions? Do you think that other animals, like farmed animals, have their own emotions and their own experiences?
Yeah, we do.
Do you ever think about the difference in the way that we treat them?
It depends, like, on which animals.
Which animals? Yeah, so
Yeah,
like
animals, like
yeah.
food, like the animals that we eat.
Yeah, the animals
Chickens,
that we eat.
Pigs, etc.
Yeah. Yeah, so you agree that they can have their own experiences and their own emotions. So what justifies the way that we treat them?
It's not justified because it's just the way that like farmers like kill the animals.
Yeah, that's a great answer. I like that.
It depends. Well, it depends how they're treated before we would like eat them. To like, I know some farmers they like fulfill their lives until like they pass away.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so they don't really pass away, right? We send them to a slaughterhouse. So most animals that are consumed are killed at a fraction of their natural lives. So unfortunately, they don't really get to live their life and experience life the way that, you know, we would think that they, you know, deserve, really. Do you know what vegan is? Are you vegan by any chance?
Vegetarian.
You're vegetarian? Yeah. So you consume like dairy and eggs, some things like that. Do you think that there's exploitation behind those products as well?
With like eggs and milk, not necessarily, because the animal is still living.
Yeah, that animal that produces the milk is still alive, right? But after they stop producing the milk, right? What do you think happens to them at that point?
Like after like the age.
Yeah, so like dairy cows, for example, they have to be pregnant to give milk, right? So like the farmers make them pregnant every year. They carry a baby cow for 9 months, just like a human does. So every year they get them pregnant. They take the baby away so that we can have the milk. If the baby is a male, it's generally used for beef. So they get killed within a couple of years, or even some of them go to veal, so they're killed like within a couple of weeks. And then dairy cows only get pregnant maybe 6 or 7 times, and so they're killed after that, which is like 6 or 7 years. And generally, they could live over 20 years. So even dairy cows, we do everything we can to take everything away from them, and then when we can't take anything from them anymore, we kill them too.
It also depends on like the type of farm, like if it's like a hobby farm versus like commercial, like what their skill.
Yeah, do you think to that animal it really makes much of a difference at the end of the day when they're just being taken from and they're being killed?
I mean, or like in the commercials, it's not that much, but like they live more than like meat cows.
Yeah, dairy cows live longer than meat cows.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
of like the product that we would get from them and that people would sell.
Yeah, so even if they live a little bit longer, like I was saying, the meat cows that are used for their meat, they generally only live like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. And then dairy cows, they live maybe 6 or 7 years, sometimes a little bit longer. But all those cows, they could live to be 20, 25 years old. So we just use them, and then when we can't use them anymore, we just kind of get rid of them. Like, do you think that like, do you think that's okay? Do you think that being vegetarian, do you think maybe that we should look into it a little bit more and try to give these animals the respect they deserve?
Yeah, we should like change the way that we like, get the product from like a market.
Yeah, so like we have other alternatives. We don't need it. We don't need cow's milk, right? There's like nut milks and other plant milks and things like that.
There's also people that like they're allergic to like nuts and that type of stuff too. So it's kind of like
Yeah.
Also, like oat milk.
Yeah, oat milk, exactly. So like, what's stopping you from being vegan?
It's because my bones.
Your bones. You need a lot of calcium.
Yeah.
Things like that. Do you eat tofu? Tofu has a lot of calcium. Yeah. Have you ever tried it before?
No.
No. There's the elephant Thai place right down the street there.
Yeah.
They have some. It's like right down the street on the opposite side. They have some really good tofu dishes, and May's Noodle House down the street there, I think is what it's called. They have some really good tofu dishes too. So I'd recommend checking them out. Can I share a resource with you? You can look into it a little bit more.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Nice talking to you. That was refreshing talking to a smart younger person. Oh, here come some dogs. Oh, it's a husky. I think it's a husky. Oh, maybe not. Is that a shepherd? Gotta be mixed with. I don't even know what. They're so cute. We just added something in on the animal justice site. If you go there, there's like a referral question. Like, where did you hear about this? So if you guys are on there, when you sign back in next time, it'll ask you. Oh yeah, and another thing, maybe I'll make a video about this too. Vegan Squad Coaching. We're going to partner with Vegan Squad Coaching to offer some of their free resources. Can I meet your dogs? Hi. You're so cute. What kind of dogs are they?
They're both mutts.
Yeah, just like mixed a couple different things.
Yeah, this one's got like some Alaska Shepherd in him.
Okay. Hi, you're cute.
Cute dog.
Thank you.
Hi.
All right, let's go. Thank you.
Yeah. Can I ask you guys a few questions? These dogs didn't really care about it too much. Some dogs smell all the other dogs on me, and they're like, they want to just smell me a bunch. And other dogs, they'll like smell the dogs on me, and they like walk away. What's going on? He's coming back. Maybe I can talk to him. Can I ask you a few questions about animals?
Happy.
Have a good day. How you doing? Bro just ignores me. I know he heard me. He looked at me out of the side of his eye. I know he's coming back because he's meeting these two ladies that are standing over here. I'll ask him again. Let's try to get at least one more conversation. Can I ask you a few questions? No. Have a good day. I don't know where all these little bugs keep coming from, but they keep landing on me from this tree or something. I don't know what they are. Hi, buddy. Can I ask you a few questions?
No, I'm all right.
Have a good day. I should have asked him what's on his shirt. I don't know what's on his shirt, but it looks like a metal shirt. So here's some dairy cows. Unfortunately, the lady that I was just talking to, that I had that good conversation with, they weren't showing dairy or eggs. It was like the chickens and the beef, which she said she was a vegetarian. So that was actually surprising that was such a good conversation, because most of the time when you talk to a vegetarian, they think that they're like doing enough. And they're like, why are you talking to me? I'm already doing like way better than other people. And they get like, a lot of times get like a snobby kind of attitude. But she seemed really open-minded about it. So I've been talking to local organizations. Actually, one's down the street here. I should probably go by there. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll wrap up in a couple minutes and ride by the place. Can I ask you a few questions?
Not today, thank you. Too hot.
Yeah.
I admire you out here for it.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I was going to bring some waters. I should have.
Yeah.
Would have been nice. Have a good day. I'll have to do it next week. If it's going to be hot out here, I'll go grab some waters. Give them out to some people. But the local organizations that help food insecure people, like, they get so much milk and eggs and bread. Like, those are like the 3 things that everybody donates. And they're like, a couple of them said they would love to have more plant-based milks and butter. That was the other thing, butter. Like the dairy products and stuff like that. So, like, when they pass it out to everybody, it's like, this is what we have, so take this milk. It's kind of gross. And the one organization was like, said they got a big, like, case of tofu one time, and there was a lot of people that were really happy about it. They said that they have a decent amount of, like, vegetarians and vegans that they supply food to, which I thought was pretty cool. And yeah, they would love more plant-based milks, plant-based butter, even egg substitutes. And a lot of people just don't know what to do with it. So like, they were passing the tofu out to people, and some people were hesitant to take it, but they made, like, recipe cards, which was something that I wanted to do as well. And a lot of people took it. They were able to distribute a lot more of it with the recipe cards. Mel, what are you talking about? If people named Mel weren't supposed to be eaten, why are they made of meat? You get stunner lady. Can I ask you guys a few questions? Have a good day. Oh, the pigs. There's so many pigs in this video. Maybe I'll just pass out a couple of these before I go. Good, how are you?
Good, what you doing?
Did we talk before or no?
I don't think so. We talking about animals?
Yeah, about animals.
I apologize, but not my thing. I wish you the best of luck, boss.
Yeah, thanks. Not his thing, but he took it. You don't have to, like, love animals to show them a decent, basic amount of respect. Like, I don't like most people, but I still, you know, I don't go around cutting people's heads off, stabbing them in the throat, doing the crazy shit that people do to animals. Alright, gotta figure out where the place is. We'll go for a short bike ride. What? What is Mel saying now? Join you on TikTok? I think about it sometimes. I will one of these days. I'm normally doing things. Like, I'm normally really busy, so it's like, you know, I'll have stuff playing in the background. It's hard for me to, like, focus. Especially with the puppies. I'm, like, always busy with them. And I still don't have enough time. It's kind of frustrating. My roommates have been helping a little bit with the puppies, but I still don't have enough time to. And I've just been really busy this week because I'm house sitting with another family of animals. But after this weekend, I will be back to my regular schedule, so I'll have a little bit more time. I did work on moving some more stuff out of that room. Just all the bags that I packed the last stream I did. And I saw a mouse in there when I was just in there grabbing the bags out. Actually, I need to put this in my backpack. Mel, what facts are you talking about? Tell me the facts. I'm interested. Like a guy the other day was telling me that you need to eat animal fat to have a healthy brain, but he wouldn't provide any source. And then of course he just disappeared, like everybody. Probably finally looked it up on Google, realized how dumb he sounded. Okay, I think I know where this place might be, so we're gonna go over here and see, but I'm not sure if it's actually here or not, so we'll find out. This fucking guy. I think it's this way. Riding around the circle. Sorry, my new bike is so squeaky. It's so high pitched. I'll squeeze the brakes. It's a pain in the ass. They both do it. Front, back. Oh shit. I need to go down.
So today wasn't too bad. I was only there for an hour. Had a few conversations, a couple not so good conversations. One pretty good. One guy that I already talked to before. There was a couple good conversations, I guess I'll say. Like they weren't bad. Yeah, it is right here. Cool, so that was an accurate spot on the map. The SCCAP. The food pantry. It's right here. They got a giant freezer out here. Actually, let me spin it around this way. The lions. Giant freezer. The food pantry. The produce stand. Oh, hold on. I need to come here one day when they're actually open. Closed on Fridays. Okay. And the food pantry. So, not Tuesdays and not Fridays. Some sauce. What is this? Some chutney sauce, coriander. This is a vegan sauce. Interesting. It's got coloring in it though, titanium dioxide and some colorings, which is kind of weird. I don't know if I want coloring and titanium in my sauce, but this is one of the organizations that I want to work with the Animal Justice Network. I wonder who that guy was coming here when they're closed. Working on a product to help food desert areas he wants to make plant-based foods more accessible to people in food desert areas. So he's got the same kind of mission that I do with Plant Access Initiative. And he's designing this box, like a little vending machine box, that people can come and basically like tap your phone, pay for it, and you can take the food out. He wants to put these in food desert areas have kind of different models. Like his is a for-profit business, and mine's more non-profit. He wants to like actually make the food, and I want to just kind of like get the food and distribute it, or set up a, you know, set a system up where whoever, you know, whatever local organizations can like help for a day or whatever. And I don't know, I have a bunch of different ideas, but I want to see if I can possibly like buy some of his boxes. They're not supposed to be very expensive. I want to see if I can put them in certain places. Basically, so like one of the thoughts I had is that one of the big problems in all the food desert areas is that there's too many fast food locations. There's too many corner stores that don't have really much fresh produce or any. If they do, it's like marked up a ton, super expensive. So it's just cheaper for people to get fast food or unhealthy meals. And the only way that you can really compete with that is to have like a bunch of locations. And the boxes aren't very big. I think the concept is just like put one meal in the box, and you know, or like not one meal, but like enough food to feed like a family for, you know, a night or maybe 2 nights or something like that. And like that's it. So like the box almost has to be filled up like every day, which is kind of crazy. And it only feeds like one family. But in certain places, like if you put a box on like every corner in this certain area, this certain town, you can feed a lot of people and just like fill them all up at once, kind of thing. And there's a big gap between food pantries and the food insecure people. There's a lot of people, like let's say there's 20% of people that live below the poverty level, and the food bank is only serving 10% of people in that area. Like there's a whole nother 10% of people that's not even coming to get help. Those people are the people that I think a box like this, like closer to where they live or their area, like or like right on their street, they don't have to talk to anybody, they don't have to meet anybody. They literally just like come up and, you know, scan their card or whatever and get the food. It's like it could be like completely anonymous, basically. Let's see what you guys are saying. You even pedal your bike a little bit. I pedal a little bit. Mainly just use the throttle though. I can't, I have a messed up knee, so I can't really pedal that much. But I do like, the one thing that I really do like about the e-bike is that if the battery dies, I don't have to walk it. Because the scooter, you can't ride the scooter if the battery is dead. Like at all. And the battery on my e-bike is not very big, doesn't last very long. I'd have to basically charge it every night, and if the battery, as the battery gets older and it doesn't hold a charge as long, I might not even be able to do everything in one day on one charge. So I might have to get another battery, but the battery comes off. So I might get another battery, and then I can just swap them out. Then I wouldn't have any issues.
How's work? Okay. Pretty slow, just about that.
So, and see, my phone, the battery in my phone has not been lasting very long. It'll last a little bit longer, so I can stay streaming for a little bit. Did Mel leave? Mel left when I was saying that. Show me some evidence, and then people just disappear. Where are the facts? We don't like facts, but nobody else can ever show any facts about what they're talking about. So yeah, guys, go check out the Plant Access Initiative site. I've been working on it a little bit more recently. There is a pop-up now right when you open the site. So you can go to the Animal Justice 21 and then like scroll down and see the different projects. You have to click a couple buttons to get to it, but I'm sure you can find it. There's a pop-up that says "Why Vegan" now right on the page as soon as you open it. So you can go in there, you can check some of that stuff out. Let me know if I made any mistakes in there. And then for the specific food desert areas, like if you zoom in on the map or just click on like one of the food desert areas, you can see different statistics about that area. There's a couple different like resources people can follow. Some like there's like a shopping list, a budget plan. There's some like health statistics on there as well. So like the idea behind that is to help more with the why, or like the how to be vegan, right? And the Animal Justice 21 is why we should be vegan. So there's some like downloadable, or basically for organizations they can download the PDF and print out some resources that they can give to people in their area. And it talks a little bit about why we should be vegan, shares Animal Justice 21. So hopefully people will look into some of the resources on here, end up on Animal Justice 21 and learn more about why we should be vegan. But yeah, there's some resources for each food desert area, and some of them are like they're tailored to that specific area. Like if there's some kind of food, or certain ways of preparing food, there's like stuff on the list that's like known to be in that area, if that makes sense. And then like I want to share like some recipes on there. I think it would be a good place to be able to share recipes as well. But I think putting these boxes, if I can get some of Jose's boxes and put them in specific locations, and then try to find organizations that'll come around and like fill them up, I think that we would be able to feed more people and you know, put some of these flyers in there on why we should be vegan, and try to educate people, and not just like try to educate people in food deserts that don't have the alternatives. Like, we literally give them the alternatives. It's like, if you can have this instead of that, like, why would you choose that, you know? Thank you, VSL. Sharing the link there. So yeah, that's something that I've been working on. I have another meeting with a different organization on Monday. I have a meeting with an organization on Monday that actually prepares food every day. They make lunch. I don't know how many people they serve. It's probably a couple hundred people. I would think they should probably serve like a couple hundred people every single day. They make a bunch of food for lunch and then give it out to people. We're partnering with an organization like that. Like, if they have extra food, they could package it and put it in some of my boxes. And I got to figure out a way to really like let people know. Basically, the boxes will just be possibly in public areas. If I could work with the town or the city and be able to like put them like right on the sidewalk or something would be nice. So people will just like walk by them and they're like, you know, what's this? Like, scan a QR code or like go to a website and they can like sign up and get notifications when the box is full. So basically, like, we get food, put it in the box, send out a notification to everyone in that small area, like, hey, the box is full, claim your box. And then, you know, somebody claims it. It could be like super cheap, like $1. So like people have to pay something, but it's like it would be way less than what you would like buy it at the store. You like claim it for $1, it gives you a code, you go over to the box, you put the code in, and then you take your food. And it could even do it with food that's cooked. Just send out the notification early, and somebody can claim it before you even put the food in there. So then it's just like, you know, put the food in and then they have to come pick it up within a certain amount of time. I have to teleport onto the bus. I will be right back. Give me a minute. bus. It's so hot today. I have a headache. What's up, PJ? I used to live in like a basement apartment, and the lady that lived upstairs, she used to walk around with high heels on on a wood floor all the time. It was so crazy. She was so loud. I got suntan lotion in my eye. So if any of you guys want to help with the plant access, let me know. Basically, I have like an email, an intro email that's drafted, and you can just send to organizations. You can there's an intake form, so when if you talk to somebody from that organization, like basically schedule a meeting with them, talk to them. There's just questions on the form you can ask them, and you can answer it right on the site. And then I want to start trying to incorporate this box idea. I might make my own kind of like prototype to just test the concept, and I could probably do it here or possibly in my town. Because it's gonna take Jose a couple of months before he gets his boxes. I don't know how many he's making in the first run. I don't know if he's just making one. He might just be making one. Like, it's still, his idea is still kind of coming together. But yeah, I don't even know if he's building an app yet. And I don't know if I'd be able to use the Plant Access app itself to handle everything. That's kind of the next thing that I'm going to look into. But I think a combination, like, so when I talked to Jose, he was like, well, why don't you just take the food and go give it to the people for free in those areas? And it made me think, like, well, why doesn't he also just do that if he wants to make food and then give it to these people in this area? Like, why doesn't he just make the food and, like, go sell it in these areas? Like, why does it have to be like a secure box? And the more I thought about that, the more I realized, like, that's the gap of people that aren't getting help but probably need help. Like they basically don't want to talk to anybody, or like they can't get to where the help is. But even like, it's different for different areas though. But I know a lot of like food desert areas, they have like mobile pantries where they drive around and then, you know, they deliver food right onto your street. So if there's a mobile pantry and they can basically bring the food to you, why are they still missing people? And it's probably because there's people just don't want to interact with other people. So that's why I think that kind of box would make the difference to those people. And I think that idea separates Plant Access from like other organizations that want to just like donate food and distribute food. What do you guys think? If a law is unjust, you have a moral obligation to break it. I mean, I don't get my morals from laws, so I agree with you there. I mean, I think that going to Ridgeland Farms and trying to rescue those beagles is a perfect example of that. Gray hair. There's so many gray hairs now. And my beard too. There is a food truck. I was talking to this guy that owns a food truck. That's normally in Gettysburg.
Now approaching Gateway Gettysburg.
It's normally in Gettysburg on Fridays, but there was an event today that he's at, not in Gettysburg. So maybe he'll be here next Friday. He serves like burgers asked him to add vegan burgers to the menu. With vegan cheese, vegan mayonnaise, vegan burgers. And he seemed like he wanted to talk to me more about it. So I want to try to meet him in person and then ask him again. And we'll add some vegan options. And I'll go there and I'll get some and I'll share it with a bunch of other people. So we'll see how that goes. That'll be on the list to do next week. I haven't had a good vegan burger in a while. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. Yeah, well said. Any laws describe what any given society deems moral. Our understanding of morality should keep evolving, and laws should change along with that. I heard somebody talking about the government trying to give personhood at the moment of conception. Trying to give personhood to I don't know. That's seems a little weird to me. Seems like a reach. Anybody else heard that?
Headphones or earbuds are required for all audio from personal devices.
I thought about
Se requieren adicionales o audífonos para todo el audio de dispositivos personales.
Thought about maybe making a video about that. Talking about, I think it was something in the government, some politician or something. Talking about sentience. What's really a person? Yeah, SpaceX had its IPO today and went up like crazy, which I figured it would. I was just looking at Elon's net worth yesterday. Yesterday he was worth around $800 billion. Today he's worth $1 trillion. So it was like 998 billion when I looked at it earlier. I figured it would be over $1 trillion. He made $200 billion today. And the second richest person in the world is only worth $300 billion. So he made as much money as like 2/3 of what the second richest guy is even worth. Like, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. $200 billion, making $200 billion in one day. Yeah, we do not give personhood to sentient beings. I think it's weird that we give personhood to things that aren't sentient. Like, that's what I want to talk about, right? like rivers and rainforests, and then like companies, corporations are considered people. Like, that's kind of weird. Ecosystems, we give personhood to certain ecosystems. We've given personhood to certain animals. They want to give personhood to an unborn baby right at conception. Skynet. Starlink basically is the Skynet. Question on here. We'll go with this prompt. What's the weirdest thing in your fridge? I don't know, Jason. They should perhaps refer to that as extrinsic or intrinsic personhood. That would make sense. That makes too much sense. Did you guys hear about the Ridgeland dog that they said escaped, and they thought that they found him? They thought they found the remains of the dog, and they said that it was attacked by an alligator. And then they found the dog. So like that was a different dog. Somebody else's dog was eaten by an alligator. But everybody was saying that it was one of the Ridgeland Beagles. That shit kind of pissed me off. Yeah, I just used all my data, so they're gonna slow down my video probably. Got 11 blocks of tofu today. Nice. How much did that cost? You're a tofu addict. Is that like 89 cents? That's super cheap. The tofu rail. I need to go back to the grocery outlet. They had the chickpea tempeh for $1. I bought so many of them. And you never know what you're gonna get there. Oh, you know, actually, I scored something yesterday. I did stop at the grocery store. They had the Forger yogurt, the one with the like Greek style Forger yogurt with the added protein. It's normally like $8.50 for a thing of yogurt. It was cut in half, so it was like $4.25. So it's cheaper. It was cheaper than, it was like the cheapest plant-based yogurt in the store, and it's like one of the better ones. And there was like what was it, 4 of them, 4 or 5. I scooped up all of them. So now I got yogurt for the date on it was like at least another week. So I got a lot of yogurt to eat in the next like week or so. But it's got like 10 grams of protein per serving. I think it's rice protein that's like mixed in with the yogurt. Yeah, they clip pigs' teeth out. Imagine if somebody didn't want their dog to bite them, so they clip their teeth out. Cut their tails off like Raya. I have a dog that had her tail docked. It makes me so upset. Yeah, I'm gonna make, I've wanted to make these tacos that I made a long time ago. I don't think it was vegan. I think it was just, I think I made a cream sauce, and I think I used like a dairy, I think I used a dairy yogurt. But I made the taco meat was mushrooms and walnuts. I wanna make those tacos again, but make that avocado crema with this other yogurt. And yeah. I wanna blend up the walnuts and the mushrooms. I think that'll be really good. What are you talking about, Jane? Look, tacos. I was just talking about tacos.
And the pressure is there.
They should have some vegan tacos. My tacos are going to be better than any taco at that food truck. The cows are going to be out in the pasture up here. There's some baby cows. I saw some baby cows up here the other day. Yeah, I agree, Vegan Anthem. That's why Sentience is day one of Animal Justice 21. Vegan Anthem, you haven't done the 21-day challenge. You should sign up and go through it. Birds are pretty smart. Turkeys are really cool, so are ducks. I think ducks are so overlooked. I think ducks are the second most exploited land animal. Some countries kill more ducks than chickens. Chickens are killed more than any other animal by like so far. Land animals specifically. Oh look. Where are the babies? I think there were some babies like laying in the grass. You don't like that I have what Peter Singer's book as one of the resources? I don't know if he's even in any of the 21 days. I think it's just a resource on the resource page.
Well, I don't know what this is.
Now approaching Cross Keys Village.
It's not the normal bus driver.
Adesso che mi va a badare. The wording is like Oh. Whoever's writing that thing, I don't know. It's so good. Remember when they released the statement before saying we don't look at case by case cases? It's well good. I mean, at the end of the day, they gotta do what the judge said, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, that would actually be perfect. I gotta answer somebody real quick. I'll be right back.
He was intro
Okay,
for this one.
good.
She doesn't send you back anything. Doesn't go back to you.
Bye, Nick.
Yeah,
Thanks for being here. What's up, Fur?
Find out when I look back for you.
Oh, I didn't know that. The heat. You could tell a cow stressed by their body temperature. Kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the video with Jake, the plant user, and Grant? He just posted a video today,
I mean, I just been.
and he was talking to Cliff about why he's vegan, and he's told a story. Cliff told a story about when he was like 4 or 5. He lived next to a dairy farm, and he could. Am I back now? I was in the area where I always do service.
So he said they gave an update to India. It's supposed to be 2 days ago. Yeah, they started.
Okay, cool, I'm back. I don't know what you heard. I was talking about Plant Geezer and Cliff Grant. Cliff was telling a story about when he was a kid. He was sleeping. He kept getting woken up by a cow crying. Like, I think he lived next to a dairy farm. And he learned that the cow was crying because they took her baby away. And I had that same experience. Like, I was trying to sleep next to a dairy farm.
Now approaching Gateway.
And I heard the cow crying, and I was like so worried. Like, I wanted to go see what was wrong. I wanted to go and figure out why the cow was crying and help him. And I didn't know it was a dairy farm until the next day. I went by there, and then even at that point, I didn't know what happened until it was like months later. I think I was watching Dominion, and I heard the cows crying.
Thank you.
And I was like, wow, that's the same cry that I was hearing that was waking me up at night. It was the same thing. And I was like, realized, like, I'm the reason that cow was crying, because I buy cheese. So, and dairy products. It's like, well, I'm not going to do that anymore. That I had. Yeah, so definitely go check that out if you haven't seen it yet. left one of my flyers on the bus earlier. I thought somebody took it, but they didn't. They just threw it on the floor. Just gonna leave that there. What is that? Alright, well, I'm kind of getting a headache. I think I want to just end the stream now. I appreciate everybody being here. We had a couple good conversations. I'm going to try to come back next Friday. Should have a little bit more time, like at least an hour and a half or so. Possibly. I might have something I gotta do again also next Friday, so maybe just an hour. We'll see. But yeah, passed out a couple of flyers, passed out a couple of cards. I'll try to do some more streams this week coming up with the puppies and the other dogs, but I've been so busy I haven't had any time. And finish cleaning that room out. I gotta finish cleaning that room out. I think I have somebody that's gonna rent it, but they're not moving in until like the end of the month. So I gotta definitely have it cleaned out on that. I got some more mouse traps to try to catch. Set up some new traps, more traps, try to catch some mice, relocate them. So, let me know if you guys want to help with anything in the Animal Justice Network. Send me an email. You can send me an email, animaljusticenetwork@gmail.com. And yeah, I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. I might have time tomorrow. Actually, I probably won't have time tomorrow. I'll probably see you on Sunday. Peace.